Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos, but I also do others like the one you're about to see here. Another giveaway. I've been busy in Canva. I've been creating more printables. I have this one plus a couple additional to share with you throughout the coming week, but I've been busy, and even if only one of these works for you, I'm happy if you're able to utilize them. So any of my printables you can check out in the description. There are links to a Google Drive. You just have to request access. I give you access and then you can download it and you can save any of the printables to your desktop to print them out. Most of them are double-sided, so just be cognizant of that when you're printing them so they print out correctly. Something like this, you want to make sure that you are definitely doing double-sided. This is my May workbook. You guys are so familiar. This is my budget workbook, and then it has all the different printables inside and goals and all that. And I still haven't filled any of this out, which I need to do. But also, I was putting in some of my to-dos on my to-do list, and this is one of the most recent printables that I have shown you guys and made available for download, and it's a to-do list. So this one says things I have to do, and there's a second version that says shit I have to do at the top. So you can download one or both or whatever is most charming for your planner. But what I like about this is that this is a whole weekly schematic. Now, if you're savvy, you can also resize these printables if you are using, say, like a Happy Planner Classic. I think I stress that the dimensions for the Happy Planner Classic are like, I don't know, it's like 7 point something by like 9 1/4, I think, or 9 3/4. But you can Google it, and you know, if you are using an at-home printer, you can just set it to print differently and then you can trim it down. So if you're using something like that, or you can also, you don't have to hole punch these with a Happy Planner hole punch like I'm using, or even a Tool Notebook Planner punch. You can use the 3-hole punch, or you can put these in page protectors and you don't have to have a hole punch at all, and you can just put them in a regular binder. So what I like about this is that there's just 1 week on here, so there's lots of room to write. Use the margins, get creative. You can use this box down here for next week. You can white it out. You can do like a recap, or you can do a grocery list here, whatever you want. But I do have more printables coming if you're looking for meal planning, so stay tuned for that. But these are really nice. But the one I wanted to share with you today is this one, and it is a debt tracker. So this is super nice for anybody who is trying to pay down credit card debt, loan debt, student loan debt. It could even be mortgage. You could use this as your mortgage debt tracker. So especially if you're like coming up, you know, kind of close to the finish line, you know, you have a couple years, or oh my gosh, I can't even imagine, less than a year, but you could use this for absolutely anything. So we have been debt free for almost 5 years, 6 years. I don't even know now. I've lost track. But we had a lot of credit card and loan debt, a lot. And it was a process paying it off. And that's how I started this channel. And it was on my debt-free journey. And it was credit card debt and home improvement loan debt. We got through all of it. I think it was like in excess of like $36,000, if I recall. I really want to find my printables from back then, because I'd like to do like a recap video, but it'll be a challenge to find those, but I'm going to try. But my point is, I used to plan and create all my budget schematics and layouts with a ruler and a pen in a spiral notebook. And I did that for a very, very long time. And you don't need printables, I mean, honestly. And printables the market is saturated with them. Etsy shops are saturated with them. I want to open my Etsy again in 2025, but it's just, I'm going to have to see how it goes, because there's so many talented people out there who come up with such great designs, and the competition is fierce. So that's why I'm giving mine away this year, because I'm making them for myself. And I thought, why not pay back for your support on my videos? So I really like this. We do have 2 lines of credit at the moment. They're both interest-free for a limited time. We have a Bank of America card, which was 15 months, no interest on new purchases. So we did get a couple things for the house. And we used an Ashley Furniture credit card that had 12 months no interest, but I'm trying to pay it off in 11 months because I don't want to use that 12 month. It's just too close to, you know, is it something happening and then them tacking on the whole year's worth of interest, and I could not. So could we have paid for those things with savings? Yes. But why didn't I? I didn't because our savings right now is in like a high yield interest account. And so why would I take money out of there if my balance, if the interest I'm getting paid is dependent on the balance I have in there? So I'm using the cards responsibly. They're, you know, very manageable debts, and I'm paying them consistently. So anyways, I thought this would be nice for me to use Bank of America because there's 2 columns here. There's 2 different debts. You could print this double-sided, or you could print 100 copies of this, you know, whatever your heart desires, whatever works for you. And so I'm going to use Bank of America. I'm going to use Ashley Furniture. And then here you have a column for the date, the amount of payment, and then your running balance. So it's just simple, but simple works. You know, you don't need it to be super complicated. You don't need to have formulas to make your budget work for you and for you to want to stick to it. It has to be simple. It has to be user-friendly. It has to be motivating. And I think it also has to be aesthetically, you know, aesthetically nice to look at. So I think these printables just make budgeting, you know, that much better. So after this, you get into my home and work edit planner. I know it's a lot of repeat, like I keep talking about the same stuff, but I do have new viewers and I do have a few new subscribers. So I'm just trying to put it out there. So in case anybody is tuning in for the first time, they can get access and they know what's going on. So June budget workbook is ready. That's also linked down below. July's will be ready right around the middle of June. So by June 15th, because if you're like me and you like to pay your bills a month ahead, you know by the second week of the month, you are in next month mode. You're trying to think ahead. You are planning and plotting out your pay dates. So it's important to have that ready to go as much ahead of time as possible. So those are the printables so far, and I'm super excited. If you are still here to the very end and you're a reader, I have this coming. It's a reading journal. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited for that. I am a reader. I love to read. Well, there was a long time I wasn't reading. I just was like, I didn't have the attention span for it for whatever reason. I think the more content that you watch and consume, especially when you get into things like TikTok, I think the shorter your attention span gets. At least that's been my experience. So reading a book became very cumbersome for a while, but I've gotten back into it and I'm so happy that I did because I've always been an avid reader, and it just brings me a lot of happiness. So thanks for watching, guys. I know I've been saying this recently, but I want to keep saying it because it's true. You guys being here means more to me at this stage in my life than you know.